Well, it's no secret that me and my gaming group love the Everon campaign setting, and as such we enjoy areas such as Xen'Drik as well.
It's a mishmash of just about every other thing that they couldn't think of were to properly put anywhere else in the setting. So it's like, Xen'Drik has this. It has this little bit of here that's to the top, that's the town, and everywhere else is like put everything there. And there's the ancient relics of the giant civilization. That, it's kind of interesting and cool, but at the same time, it got blown up by the dragons, which is kind of interesting and cool. But it's like you can only find the retarded giants now, and only the other like rune giants specifically that are there. They have the ancient secrets of arcane magic. But it's like, motherfucker, it's Corvair's what's interesting. And you're saying Xen'Drik's older than Corvair. It's kind of like, it's like he takes attention from that crap, and I don't even know why the fuck it's there. I can appreciate the dragons, I can appreciate the elves, but then you have like ruined, blighted place where giants used to be, and I'm like, yeah.
Let's say that never happened. A book with a title such as Secrets of Xen'Drik must contain information about fiend worshipping cults, and it's in no way filled with adventure ideas and monsters. This is all devil worship right here.
Just by the cover alone, we know this book was made by fiend worshippers. I mean, ebony skin, red hair. Sure, it's just a fire giant with stereotypical red hair attacking a tiny sword.
What? He probably stubbed his toe on that magic sword and is now exacting his revenge. Though the cover could have honestly used some more detail.
There's more inside.
What do you mean there's more to it? How can there be more to it?
Open the damn book.
Oh. Then why couldn't this be the cover to it then?
Right, how could I forget? Dungeons & Dragons 3rd Edition's penchant for having small piece of art surrounded by brown.
3rd Edition! These covers suck!
Now from the looks of it, this is definitely a TPK.
That means total party kill, or total player kill. Semantics.
First of all, we have what appears to be a fighter, a wizard and a cleric fighting the red-haired fire giant. Then in the background we can see about 3 scorros, that's half drow, half scorpion people, and 4 alchemical beetles somewhat behind them. Luckily, the cleric is probably on healing duty. However, Mr. Retardo, the barbarian over here, is going after the alchemical beetles by himself instead of focusing fire on the biggest threat.
Damn it, Jay! Basic tactics, always focus fire!
The intro of the book gives us a small history of ancient Xen'Drik. Basically, Xen'Drik was ruled by giants while elves served as their slaves. Giants at some point became friends with dragons until the dragons went away because a lot of infighting and dragon prophecy shenanigans. Then aliens from the land of dreams invaded. The giants had to use forbidden magic to defend themselves from these aliens from the realm of dreams. However, the dragons decided that magic was bad, so they blasted the giants back to the Stone Age, giving us a reason as to why giants are savages, barely even humans, and killers to the core.
Everyone's weird. Okay, but headcanon time. Xen'Drik is the future of the Arcana Evolve campaign setting by Monty Cook. Don't know what Arcana Evolve is? Don't worry, it's a secret to everybody. But all you have to know is Chiyulud!
Getting to Xen'Drik is not an easy task, and GMs should never make it an easy task.
Or as Paladin would say, just don't go.
We can get details on how to travel to Xen'Drik, most modes of transportation being fatal, with the exception of teleportation. There's a quaint little port town called Stormreach where every boat docks. Think about it as your hub world when you go to Xen'Drik, because usually you travel from there to do adventures and stuff. Now the only other important town in Xen'Drik is the inspired rule Darkat. What are inspired? Think fantasy Nazis possessed by space demons.
I told you everyone is weird.
I love the fact that there's a side box detailing something called the Traveler's Curse, which is just carte blanche for the Game Master to place PCs anywhere at any time.
So basically what you're telling me is that the Traveler's Curse is what any Game Master can still do because it's his own game. Rule 0, everybody! What a waste of ink.
In this chapter, we have a bunch of adventure locations, most of which are setting neutral, meaning you can place them in any game, and they all come with their own maps.
I wonder how these places would fare in real life locations. No, cut back. We do not have the money to record outside the studio. Now, the monsters. There must be demons in here.
Encounter ideas galore with a bunch of NPCs spanning various levels.
Yeah, the drows from the Thanksgiving and Everon video came from this book.
Now this chapter also details some ancient Xen civilizations and some that exist still in Xen'Drik, like the Umbragen, though little detail is given about them. Will you just look at that? The abilities and cultures of the Umbragen are described in issue 330 of Dragon Magazine.
Well, crud, I don't have a copy of issue 330 of Dragon Magazine, and I have no idea where to get one. Say, do you have any? Send me stuff!
We have 7 new monsters and 2 new templates. Of note is the Glamrock Scorpion King. Look at that fabulous hair. And the Tentacle Spider, who looks like something only a fiend-worshipping cult could have come up with. Don't believe me? CR2 in its primary form of offense is a poison that deals dexterity damage.
It's evil! Evil, I tell you! Fiends, demons...
This chapter details over 10 different adventures, complete with rewards, NPCs, encounters, middle points, endings, climaxes. But what, isn't that enough for you?
How about a table with 100 different adventure hooks? Let's check this baby out. Get my dice. 85. A pirate treasure sits in an underground cave, accessible only when the tide is out. 69. A gnome, bragger, claims to have found timeless fountain. No one believes him, but the next morning he is found murdered in his bed. 66. A troglodyte priestess is due to be married in 3 days, but she still needs a groom. that's such a bad idea. Whoop, tangent, last one. Okay, 52. The waters of River Koronu turn to blood, warning of an ancient undead power rising in the mythical Ring of Storms. Player options, yay! And since it's 3.5, we know it's all broken and overpowered.
In this chapter, we have a bunch of new weapons, armors, feats, and even prestige classes. However, right off the bat, we know that one of the prestige classes utterly sucks because it possesses the Sudden Strike class feature. Don't know what that is?
Trust me, it sucks. Basically the poor man's sneak attack, and it's just so bad and it doesn't make up for how hindersome it is. Honestly, only people like Jay that like to cripple themselves when they're playing would actually play a class with Sudden Strike.
For some reason, the magical locations are here instead of the adventure locations area. And I do understand why, because they do have a gold value attached to them, but there's still places you go to. Now, the reason they're magical location is that you go there to get some sort of boon. And last but not least, we have artifact spells, which are similar to magical locations, but instead of a boon, you get a spell you can cast once. And then we finish the book with the new magic items and new artifacts. In the end, Secrets of Xen'Drik is just a book brimming with ideas for both new and old game masters. It even gives you ideas on how to combine these adventures. A must-have? No, but if you can find it, it's worth a look-see, especially if you're a hankering for adventure ideas.
The Westboro Baptist Church lied to me. There's no way you can turn into fiendish worship just by reading this book. And I mean really, could a book having 100 different adventure hooks in a single table really be that bad? Nah. Secrets of Xen'Drik, I dubbed you clean of all fiendish influence. Adventurers, I'll see you next time, and take care. And remember, beware the sacrilege. A book of secrets didn't have what I needed. Nathan, bring me complete warrior. We need to prepare.
Well, I have it right here, boss, but prepare for what?
Before Orcus left, he taught me to read a lot of the spells from the Book of Wild Darkness and how to use spells from different supplements and book. With the condition that he's gonna come back, so I'm trying to discover all the fiendish things in these books. At least that's what the fundamentalists say.
I just don't understand, why would Orcus decide to come back after the brouhaha you had with the Book of Wild Darkness and all that stuff?
Oh, he's gonna come back for my soul. And obviously to try to take over the world.
Of course!
Oh, hey! At the very least, that means I'm an official internet critic now.